All right, that worked weird. Anyway, I got some announcements. That's why I'm here. I'm not doing any readings, so this is just to do something quick, to just do a few things that I want to talk about. So, back a while ago, Miss, I got to read this here, sent out some cards. Aaron Aaron Corley sent out some blank cards that some of us signed up to color. It was over a month ago, so I'm really kind of late, but I wanted to get this done to get this out to her. And so thank you again for participating, she writes. Please let me know if you have a YouTube channel to give us a shout out to. So I wanted to do this on YouTube for her. So I got, what is this, a 4 of Wands. So this is my front. I had to use colored pencil, didn't work that well, so I ended up a little bit of colored pencil and a little bit of marker, and I had to smudge it quite a bit too. So we got the wands, and this is what I did on the back side. Kind of gilded it so you can see the comparison of what it looked like before. We back up a little bit here. Comparison before and after, and I will get that out in the mail to her on Monday. Another thing, I was looking through my tubs that have some yarn stashed in them, and I came across something that I had made but not has quite finished. There's only a little bit left to do, and I don't remember. I must have remembered, so I got my back way up here. It's a prototype, one of my first tarot claws. As you can see, it's got, and I really really did the elements really well. The elements are in the 4 corners. You'll recognize the fabric because I still have a lot of this fabric that I love. And I had put stitched on some little spirals because you can't do that by machine. Let me tell you, that's difficult. You can, but you gotta have the right type of machine. And I just have an everyday sewing machine. So I'm gonna outline the star with gold and gold thread. So this is probably a little under, like, it's kind of really a small one. So this will be for sale. I fix it up a little bit. And I got to talk about my experiences last night. I went to, it's more like a mediumship circle. It was friggin' amazing. And the first time that, oh, Dead Cheeky, if you see this, hello, look, Tree of Life. I saw yours and I'm like, I've got a Tree of Life. I'm going to put mine on. So anyway, actually I found them in a shop. They were for, like, you know, bangles. You could do anything with them. So I put them on earrings. So it was friggin' amazing. My father showed up, so that was confirmation from what I had expected for a while now. So that was totally amazing. His energy showed up. I did psychometry for the first time. That's where you hold an object and you see if you get a reading. And I think the best way for me to do that, when I do that, is to write things down. So that was amazing because I nailed it. I got it. It was great. It was just an all-around wonderful circle. It was in an old New England house. Not only was that amazing, but the farm that I spent most of my time at, where I grew up, my grandparents' farm, my maternal grandparents' farm, the estate has been broken up for years, so a lot of things scattered. So I walked into this room where the fire was going, and I sat down in a chair facing the fire. And then we got up and we had dinner, and then we came back into this room to start the mediumship circle. And I sit down on the sofa, so I'm facing the wall away from the fireplace, and I see this mirror. And I recognized the mirror. And I knew, I was like, oh my God, that looks like what was in the farm where I spent most of my time as a youth. And I'm like, that's my grandparents' mirror. And after we started and the thing is, I had brought my grandmother's rings with me to use in psychometry. So that connection was amazing. And then I asked the people where they had gotten the mirror, and she said, I can tell you where every other piece came from, every other antique, but I can't remember where we got the mirror. So later in that night, as we did readings and we found out this poor little boy that was in the Underground Railroad that came through New England, and something tragic had happened to him, and I picked up on that. And all this transpired. Then my grandmother came into me very strongly. She made me get like right up out of my seat and go over to the mirror and explain how it hung in the farm. They have it horizontal, and it used to hang vertically on wires, so it was tipped forward. And while I was explaining that, the woman just looked at me like, we tried to hang the mirror that way, but it didn't work for us. And I just got all like tingly and just like, oh, this is the mirror. Like I said, the estate was broken up, so lots of things got, who knows where they landed. But this is at a bed and breakfast. My grandmother was so happy it was there because my grandmother loved gatherings. She was known as grandmother to everybody in our valley at the time. And she had Christmas parties and Halloween parties for everybody in the neighborhood. She made sure we all got gifts, not just her grandchildren, but all the people in the neighborhood. It was really amazing. So she was so happy that mirror was in the perfect place for her. She couldn't ask for it to be in a better place. So, I don't want it back, or anything like that. It was like, that was my grandmother's. No, give it to me. No, it wasn't like that. It was like, this is in the right place. It is so wonderful. And I'm thinking, I have a bedroom set. I could sell them. Might need to get a new car because I think my transmission's gone, but my mechanic hasn't gotten back to me on that to let me know. We were supposed to check it out Friday, and Friday came and went, and he didn't call, and I know he's really busy. So anyway, so that's my mashup, just some things that are going on that I wanted to share with you, because I think I'm going to have to change my... Hello, Ozzy girl. Nice to see you. I think I'm going to have to change my business cards to include some mediumship, because I've kind of already known I could do that. But when you work in a group and you start to really explore that differently, then you know that it's really true. So that really worked out great for me. So that's it for now. You'll have to go back and look at that's when I posted. And I'll be back Sunday night for my free tarot cards reading, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and a shout out to Jennifer Willowind and Simon. Great interview. That was really a lot of fun to listen to. And much love to the tarot community. I think 2019 is going to be a very exciting year for everyone. Have a great weekend.